The time change is a great big friggin' hoax. More on that in a minute. Time is a state of mind. It's all in your mind, man. Anyways, I just saw you pulling a canoe down the road, and I thought that's not too often you see a family pulling a canoe down the road.
50 meters, we're gonna have 2 more kids helping, I think.
Excellent. You should take her down the river and go for a run, man.
Oh, let's go. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. All right, see you, Joey.
Okay. Bye, Tyler. Bye, kids. It's fire time. It's supper time. What time is it? No one knows what time it is. We just think we do. Nice, fluffy powder. Light, easy to shovel. No berm from the grader into my yard. So it's all easy to shovel. And it's not all dirty and nasty from the road. So I can pile it on the garden and begin my insulation. So every snowfall I add more until the walls, snow is built up to the windows and higher. And that makes things a little warmer. Getting colder out. It says here, it says 16 F. So if you understand American, if you read American, that's cold. Also says there it's 5:18. That is incorrect because we had a time change last night. A stupid, bewildering time change. Doing that makes things just a little bit warmer. Keeps a break from that harsh wind coming down off the lake here. And the temperature is dropping rapidly right now. It sucks. It's gonna be very, very cold for the next few days. Which is partly why the snow's so light and fluffy. There's not an ounce of wetness in it. It's 20 to 5 and it's almost like fucking midnight out there. Who was the guy that came up with the idea? What we need is another hour of darkness all winter. Who was the guy that came up with that? I think we should send a Terminator back in time. Thanks to the hard effort of, I guess, our new contractor, Eric and Joe, working for him. The hard effort of driving the grader up the street this way instead of down the street into my yard. I hope that continues, but you know, the thing is, so much snow falls here, you can't avoid it sometimes. I got a great idea. Let's just fuck with everybody's sleep twice a year. There are gonna be days, and many of them, where a snowplow is gonna have to just come down the road, and that's the way it is. And but it's just the severity of it and the amount of times of it getting burned in by these plows, right? If it's once in a while, okay, that's cool. If it's every time, it makes you start to go crazy. It's like humans think they control time too. I was so busy talking that Josh stole my shovel. This is a perfect time to film the life of a northerner. Look at that nice light snow, isn't that lovely? Easy.
You used to stop doing that light.
Really? Not in our yard. Not with the avalanche of berm usually. Whatever you do, never work a night shift on fallback. When it happened to me, there was actually no way in the computer system to account for an hour which did not exist. So I worked a free friggin' hour. So that was a 13-hour shift instead of a 12. Don't work night shifts, period. It just seems to me more and more lately that our town is taking back over, you know, whether it's in the offices of politics or the fire department or snow removal or who our superintendent of public works is now. I just feel like Wells is trying really hard to take back some control, which we haven't had for a long time, in my opinion. The clock says 5:39, but the thing is, it hasn't been reset. Now I get the snowbank up to the windows so that'll help keep the house warmer. I better put some wood in that fire. It's been a couple hours, eh? So you might ask me then, is the correct time 4:39? And I might say in return, what is the correct time? What if I told you that tomorrow isn't Monday morning in November? The government's been lying to you, man. Tomorrow morning's Saturday. Don't go to work. Saturday. People are wrong. They decided it was Monday and they're wrong. Tomorrow's actually Saturday. In fact, tomorrow's not even November. It's April. Winter starts in April. The government's lying to you. And also, it's not the year 2022. It's the year 13,651,793,002. Our town superintendent stopped by as I was shoveling, and I relayed to him how happy I was. And I told him the story about and ex-NHL enforcer Brad Gassoff threatening to beat me up, and former chief administrative officer of our town relaying that message. And I said, what was the unprofessional purpose of her letting me know that? It was a clear case. I said, that wasn't just him bullying me or attempting to, that was her too. They went and complained, and they went to town council. They said they weren't going to plow our town anymore because Joey keeps complaining. Like, just a bunch of babyism. And it all can be solved with a simple change of your own behavior. That's the funny thing about conflict so often. When you're the one who's causing the issue at the fundamental root, then it is up to you to do something about solving that, changing the behavior, relenting on some level, saying, you know what, I could meet halfway. So I know there's going to be days with snow berms. I said to Neil, and he said, not on my watch. And I said, well, I don't believe that because I know how much snow we get, but I know you mean well. And it's not about never having snow in our yard. I mean, it snows 35 feet here. That's the way it is. But it's about having a town that is looking out for people, that's making it easy for seniors to plow, to shovel their own walks out because it's not bermed in, to have services rendered to the town for the sake of the town's people, not someone doing the job because it's their career. And that's the way it's felt for a long time with outside people running our town, the chief administrator officer was outside, or the superintendent didn't live here, the fire chief didn't live here, the CEO of Barkerville isn't from here. Barkerville Gold Mines, they're an outside company, an outside force. The logging interests are outside forces. Even the RCMP officers, they just come here for 2 years and are gone. They're not from here. The plowing wasn't done. The contractors didn't care about the town. I mean, so, it's easy after a while to see why a guy like me would just say, you guys are all messed up. Start solving your crap. Maybe you'll come back. So I just felt like yesterday was the first time I really started to believe that the change that I'm seeing happening in this town is happening, that there's so many people stepping up, and it's a good thing because I love this place. And I love it whether the town functions and sinks or fails, whether the town goes back to control the regional district or we maintain our own power. I love living here no matter who's in charge or what drama's going on. I don't care. That's all outside stuff. That doesn't affect me. It's beautiful here. I do what I want. I have a cool home, and that's all I can control. Truthfully, it doesn't matter what hour it is. It doesn't matter what day it is. It doesn't matter what month it is or year. It doesn't even matter where I am right now. All that really matters is that I'm really hungry. The cup is cold because the earth is cold. Other parts of the earth are warming. Oh. It's getting colder here. The humans just created some concept of order so that we could agree on something to help make things easier. But you forget that that's just a human concept. It doesn't really have meaning outside of the humans. The animals don't care what day it is, do they? Time is real, space-time, it's a real physical thing. But what is the actual number right now? Is it 541 or 441? Is it April, May? Is it so conglomerate? That's what month it is. It's the month of conglomerate. We just make up things and they have meaning. Here's Norma's cool gourds. They deserve to be seen.
Cindy's son came in today and she says, what on earth is that?
That's the craziest gourd on earth.
They're called ornamental gourds.
Ornamental gourds.
So what do you do with them? Nice look at them.
You ornament them. What exists? The number on the clock is a reification. Reification is to call something into being that did not exist before. So we can decide arbitrarily at 6 o'clock. That's the number we're going to use. I mean, it could be in some other universe at the time right now is 42.7. But no, we use the 24-hour clock, whatever. The Americans say it's 16 Fahrenheit, but I say it's minus 12 Celsius. These are all things that we take for granted because we think they're real, but they're human concepts. Good afternoon, Sean.
Hi, Joey.
How's the weather today?
Fucking cold, buddy.
It's real. It's not what it was a couple weeks ago.
No, it sure came fast.
It's like one day these white guys came along and they said, oh, look it, a big waterfall. We'll call it Niagara Falls. And from now on, that's what it is. It's Niagara Falls. Everyone agrees on that. And everyone just doesn't question after a while. That's Niagara Falls. Oh, okay. It's Niagara Falls. But actually, the river has its own name for those falls. And it's hard to say in our, the water language is very hard for humans to make. But the sound that Niagara Falls, calls itself is... And that's what it's called. It calls itself... And for some reason we heard that and we're like, Niagara, that makes sense. That firewood truck actually belongs to my ex-wife.
Oh, nice. Should we go do some donuts in it?
No, no, that's a Magic special truck that I'm very nice to.
Yeah?
Yes, and very thankful for the use of.
Oh, yeah.
Because my truck is beyond my budget right now.
Yeah.
Okay, to town I go.